Many older adults often find themselves feeling tired and bloated, and these sensations are so common that they are sometimes simply attributed to old age. It can be easy to assume that reduced energy and an upset stomach are just normal parts of growing older. However, these uncomfortable feelings are not always inevitable. Often, an underlying issue within the digestive system is responsible, and it is frequently overlooked. The truth is, feeling consistently tired and bloated isn't necessarily something you have to endure, as the real culprit behind these common complaints in seniors can often be found right inside the gut, specifically a key part of digestion that may no longer be functioning optimally. The primary reason many seniors experience tiredness and bloating is frequently due to low stomach acid, a condition medically known as hypochlorhydria. This might seem surprising, especially since many people are more concerned about having too much stomach acid. However, having too little can trigger a complex chain reaction of problems throughout the entire body. Understanding what low stomach acid is, why it becomes more common with age, and how it leads to persistent tiredness and uncomfortable bloating is crucial. And fortunately, there are clear steps one can take to manage and improve this condition, leading to a significant improvement in overall well-being. To truly grasp the impact of low stomach acid, it helps to first understand its vital role. Imagine your stomach as the initial major processing plant in your body's food factory. Stomach acid, scientifically known as hydrochloric acid, HCl, is a potent liquid produced in your stomach, acting much like a powerful cleaner and processor combined. Its main responsibility is to break down the food you eat, particularly proteins, essentially chopping large food particles into smaller, more manageable pieces. This initial breakdown is critical because if food isn't sufficiently processed at this stage, it creates problems further along the digestive tract. Furthermore, stomach acid plays a crucial role in helping your body absorb essential vitamins and minerals from your food, such as iron, vitamin B12, calcium, and magnesium. Without adequate acid, even a healthy diet might not provide your body with these vital nutrients. Beyond digestion, stomach acid also serves as a powerful protective barrier, killing harmful bacteria, viruses, and other undesirable germs that can enter your body with food, thereby safeguarding your gut health and preventing infections. Thus, stomach acid is far more than a simple liquid. It is a fundamental component in how your body derives energy and maintains its defenses. It may seem counterintuitive that stomach acid levels can decrease, but this is a common occurrence as people age, with several factors contributing to this decline. One significant reason is age-related decline. As we get older, the specialized cells in our stomach responsible for producing acid, known as parietal cells, can become less active, leading to a natural, gradual reduction in acid production for many individuals. Long-term medication use also plays a role, as many seniors take various medications for health conditions, and some common drugs, particularly those for heartburn or reflux like proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, and antacids, are specifically designed to reduce stomach acid. While these medications can be beneficial for certain conditions, their prolonged use can lead to dangerously low acid levels over time. Chronic stress is another major contributor, as prolonged periods of stress can put the body into a fight or flight mode, which diverts energy away from digestive processes, resulting in reduced stomach acid production. In such a state, the body prioritizes survival over efficiently digesting a meal. Additionally, an infection with H. pylori bacteria, which is quite common, especially in older adults, can cause inflammation and damage to the stomach lining, further diminishing the stomach's ability to produce sufficient acid. When the stomach doesn't produce enough acid, it initiates a domino effect throughout the entire digestive system and body. First, food is not properly broken down in the stomach, meaning larger undigested food particles proceed into the small intestine. Second, the body's protective barrier against harmful germs is weakened, allowing more undesirable bacteria to survive the stomach's journey and establish themselves in the intestines, where they do not belong. Third, because food is not adequately broken down and germs are not effectively neutralized, the body struggles to absorb important nutrients. This combination of nutrient malabsorption and the presence of unwanted bacteria then leads to a wide range of problems, including persistent tiredness and uncomfortable bloating. It's a clear chain reaction where the initial problem of low stomach acid cascades into numerous other, more significant health issues. Persistent tiredness, even after a full night's sleep, is a frequent complaint among seniors, and low stomach acid significantly contributes to this by preventing the body from acquiring the necessary fuel. Your body requires numerous vitamins and minerals to generate energy, and if you lack sufficient stomach acid, you cannot properly absorb these vital nutrients from your food. This malabsorption leads to deficiencies and, consequently, profound fatigue. For example, iron acts like a spark plug for energy, being a key component of red blood cells that transport oxygen throughout the body. If low stomach acid prevents adequate iron absorption, a person might develop anemia, a condition where there aren't enough healthy red blood cells, causing the body to struggle with oxygen delivery. When cells don't receive enough oxygen, individuals experience extreme tiredness, weakness, and potentially dizziness or shortness of breath. Similarly, vitamin B12 is essential for energy production, nerve health, and DNA synthesis. To absorb B12, stomach acid must first separate it from proteins in food, after which a special protein called intrinsic factor, also produced in the stomach, binds to B12 for transport into the bloodstream. If stomach acid is low, B12 isn't released from food, leading to inefficient energy production, severe tiredness, weakness, and even cognitive issues like memory problems and brain fog. Other crucial minerals such as magnesium, calcium, and zinc are also necessary for countless bodily functions, including energy, bone strength, and immune health. Their absorption is highly sensitive to the stomach's acidity, and when stomach acid is low, the environment isn't acidic enough for proper absorption, contributing to overall fatigue and other health concerns. Finally, protein, the fundamental building block for nearly every part of the body, including muscles, enzymes, and hormones, is not properly broken down into amino acids when stomach acid is insufficient. If the body cannot obtain enough amino acids, it struggles to repair tissues, build muscle, and create essential chemicals that influence mood and energy, leaving an individual feeling weak, tired, and sluggish. Beyond nutrient deficiencies, an increased toxin burden also contributes to fatigue. When food is not fully digested due to low stomach acid, it lingers in the gut for an extended period. This undigested food becomes a prime food source for certain types of bacteria, particularly the harmful ones. As these bacteria feed on the undigested food, they produce waste products and toxins, which can then be absorbed into the bloodstream. When the body is constantly battling these toxins, it places a significant strain on the liver and other bodily systems, resulting in a pervasive feeling of fatigue and sluggishness. It is akin to the body constantly working overtime to clean up an internal mess. Bloating, characterized by an uncomfortable sensation of fullness, tightness, or swelling in the belly, often accompanied by gas, is a very common complaint, and low stomach acid is a major contributing factor. As previously noted, without sufficient stomach acid, food, especially proteins, fats, and complex carbohydrates, is not properly broken down in the stomach. This means that larger, undigested food particles move from the stomach into the small and then large intestines, where they are much more difficult for the body to process further. One of the most direct ways low stomach acid causes bloating is by contributing to small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. Normally, strong stomach acid acts as a gatekeeper, eliminating most bacteria that enter the stomach with food. However, if stomach acid is low, this protective barrier is compromised, allowing more bacteria, including types typically found in the large intestine, to survive and colonize the small intestine in excessive numbers, where they do not belong. These bad bacteria in the small intestine then feast on the undigested food particles that have arrived from the stomach. As these bacteria break down, or ferment, the undigested food, they produce a significant amount of gases, such as hydrogen, methane, and hydrogen sulfide. These gases become trapped in the intestines, leading to the uncomfortable sensation of bloating, visible distension of the belly, excessive gas, and sometimes pain or cramping. Low stomach acid also contributes to dysbiosis, which is an imbalance in the types and quantities of bacteria residing in the gut. Beyond SIBO, low stomach acid disrupts the delicate balance of bacteria in the large intestine. When undigested food reaches the large intestine, it provides extra fuel for certain microbes that may not be beneficial. This imbalance can lead to increased gas production, inflammation, and general digestive upset, all of which contribute to bloating. Furthermore, when food is not properly digested and the gut barrier might be weakened, a common consequence of low stomach acid and dysbiosis, the body can begin to react to foods it normally tolerates. Undigested food particles can sometimes trigger immune responses and inflammation within the gut, making it more sensitive and leading to heightened bloating, discomfort, and other digestive symptoms when certain foods are consumed. While low stomach acid is a primary cause, other gut issues frequently coincide with it in seniors, further exacerbating tiredness and bloating. Dysbiosis, an imbalance where harmful bacteria outnumber beneficial ones, can arise from low stomach acid, allowing bad bacteria to pass through, as well as from poor diet, stress, and certain medications. This imbalance can cause inflammation, hinder nutrient absorption, and produce toxins, all contributing to both fatigue and bloating, because beneficial bacteria are crucial for digestion and vitamin production. Another related issue is leaky gut syndrome, or increased intestinal permeability. The gut lining typically acts as a fine mesh, allowing only tiny, fully digested nutrients to enter the bloodstream, while keeping larger, undigested particles, toxins, and bacteria contained within the gut. When stomach acid is low, undigested food and imbalanced bacteria can irritate and damage this lining, creating tiny holes or gaps that allow these undesirable substances to leak into the bloodstream. The immune system then perceives these as invaders and mounts an attack, leading to widespread inflammation throughout the body. This constant immune response and inflammation can deplete energy, significantly contributing to chronic fatigue and other systemic symptoms. Lastly, slowed motility, which refers to the decelerated rhythmic contractions that move food through the digestive tract, can become more common with age. This slower movement means food and waste linger longer in the intestines, providing more time for bacteria to ferment them, resulting in increased gas production and bloating. Slowed motility often leads to constipation, which further intensifies feelings of fullness, discomfort, and a sluggish system that can leave one feeling tired. These interconnected issues often form a complex picture where low stomach acid can initiate a cascade of gut problems, leaving seniors feeling chronically tired and bloated. Recognizing the signs of low stomach acid and related gut issues is crucial for seeking appropriate medical advice, especially since many of these symptoms are frequently mistaken for other problems or simply dismissed as a normal part of aging. Among the most noticeable indicators are digestive symptoms like bloating, gas, belching, and indigestion, which occur because food isn't breaking down correctly and bacteria are fermenting it. Heartburn is a particularly tricky symptom. Many people assume it signifies too much stomach acid and reach for antacids, but low stomach acid can also cause heartburn. When there isn't enough acid, the valve at the top of the stomach, known as the lower esophageal sphincter, might not close tightly, allowing even the small amount of acid present to splash up into the esophagus and cause a burning sensation. In this scenario, taking antacids can actually worsen the problem over time. Other digestive signs include feeling uncomfortably full after eating only small amounts of food, as digestion is delayed, and experiencing nausea after taking supplements or consuming high-protein meals because the stomach struggles to process them. Noticing undigested food particles, such as corn or seeds, in your stool is a clear indication of improper food breakdown and absorption. Both constipation and diarrhea can also occur, as poor digestion and bacterial imbalances can disrupt regular bowel movements. Beyond digestive issues, symptoms related to fatigue and energy are prominent, directly stemming from the body's inability to absorb necessary nutrients and its battle against inflammation. These include chronic tiredness, low energy, and a general lack of stamina, which go beyond normal sleepiness and represent a persistent deep fatigue that rest doesn't alleviate, signaling inefficient energy production. Mental sluggishness, difficulty concentrating, and memory problems, often referred to as brain fog, can also be linked to nutrient deficiencies, particularly B12, and the systemic inflammation caused by gut problems. Low stomach acid and related gut issues can also manifest in other bodily symptoms. Brittle nails and hair loss can point to nutrient deficiencies, especially iron, zinc, and protein, all of which are affected by low stomach acid. Dry skin may indicate poor absorption of essential fatty acids and other vital nutrients. A weakened immune system due to nutrient deficiencies and an imbalanced gut microbiome can lead to recurrent yeast infections and the development of new food sensitivities. As previously mentioned, anemia, specifically iron deficiency anemia, is a direct consequence of poor iron absorption, and osteoporosis, characterized by weaker bones over time, can result from inadequate absorption of calcium and magnesium, which are crucial for bone health. If you recognize many of these signs, particularly the combination of digestive issues and persistent tiredness, it is advisable to consider low stomach acid as a potential cause. If you suspect you have low stomach acid or related gut issues, it is crucial to consult a healthcare professional. While some observations can be made at home, a proper diagnosis is essential for guiding the correct treatment plan. Although some individuals attempt a simple home test using baking soda, mixing a quarter teaspoon in water and drinking it first thing in the morning, expecting a belch within 2 to 5 minutes if stomach acid is sufficient, it is important to note that this is not a diagnostic tool and is not scientifically proven to accurately measure stomach acid levels. It can offer a hint if acid levels are very low, but its reliability is questionable, as many factors can influence belching, and a lack of it does not definitively confirm low stomach acid. Therefore, always consult a doctor for a proper diagnosis, and never rely on this test for medical decisions. The most important step is to have a thorough discussion with your doctor about all your symptoms, including their onset, what alleviates or worsens them, and any medications you are currently taking. Your doctor can then help determine if low stomach acid or other gut issues are contributing to your tiredness and bloating. To gain a clearer understanding of your gut health, your doctor might recommend specific diagnostic tests. A GI map stool test is a comprehensive assessment that can identify imbalances in gut bacteria, detect harmful pathogens like H. pylori, parasites, and yeast overgrowth, and reveal markers of gut inflammation, providing a detailed overview of your gut microbiome. If small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO, is suspected, a breath test might be advised where you consume a special sugar solution and your breath is subsequently tested at various intervals. The presence of excessive bacteria in the small intestine will ferment the sugar and produce gases such as hydrogen and methane, which are detectable in your breath. Blood tests can also be ordered to check for common nutrient deficiencies associated with low stomach acid, including vitamin B12, iron, and ferritin, confirming if malabsorption is occurring. For the most direct and accurate measurement of stomach acid levels, the Heidelberg pH test is considered the gold standard. This more involved procedure requires swallowing a small capsule that measures the pH, acidity, inside your stomach and transmits the data to an external device. Obtaining a proper diagnosis is vital because it empowers you and your doctor to understand the specific problem and develop a targeted plan to help you feel better. The encouraging news is that numerous strategies can be employed to improve gut health, boost energy, and alleviate bloating. These strategies typically involve dietary modifications, lifestyle adjustments, and in some cases, specific supplements. It is crucial to always consult with a healthcare professional before initiating any new supplement regimen or making significant dietary changes, especially if you have existing health conditions or are taking medications. Dietary interventions play a massive role in gut health. It is beneficial to prioritize whole, unprocessed foods, focusing on those as close to their natural state as possible. This includes lean proteins like fish, chicken, and turkey, which provide essential amino acids for energy and repair, and plenty of non-starchy vegetables such as leafy greens, broccoli, and bell peppers, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber that support gut health. Incorporating healthy fats from sources like avocados, olive oil, and nuts, if tolerated, is also important for nutrient absorption and overall well-being. Conversely, certain foods should be avoided or limited, including processed foods, refined sugars, and artificial sweeteners, which can feed harmful bacteria, promote inflammation, and offer little nutritional value. For some individuals with compromised gut health, excessive gluten and dairy can be inflammatory and difficult to digest, so reducing or temporarily eliminating them might reveal symptom improvement. If SIBO is suspected, a low FODMAP diet, which restricts certain carbohydrates fermented by gut bacteria, might be recommended by a doctor or dietitian for a period. Fried foods and excessive unhealthy fats are also hard to digest and can strain the digestive system, while alcohol and caffeine can irritate the gut lining and disrupt healthy digestion. To support digestion, it is helpful to include fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and kombucha, which contain beneficial bacteria, probiotics, starting with small amounts and gradually increasing. Bitter foods such as arugula and dandelion greens can naturally stimulate the production of digestive juices, including stomach acid. Ginger, known for its anti-inflammatory properties, can soothe the digestive tract and aid digestion when added to teas or meals. Finally, bone broth, rich in collagen, gelatin, and amino acids, is excellent for supporting the repair and healing of the gut lining. Lifestyle adjustments also profoundly affect gut health. Mindful eating practices are incredibly important, starting with eating slowly and chewing food thoroughly, aiming for 20-30 chews per bite. This mechanical breakdown and mixing with salivary enzymes significantly eases the stomach acid's task. It is also advisable not to drink large amounts of water with meals, as excessive liquids can dilute stomach acid, making it less effective. Instead, sip small amounts if needed and save larger drinks for between meals. Eating in a relaxed, stress-free environment is crucial, because when stressed or eating on the go, the body enters fight or flight mode, diverting blood flow from the digestive system and reducing stomach acid production. Taking a few deep breaths before eating, sitting down, and enjoying a meal without distractions can make a big difference. Stress management is another critical aspect, as chronic stress is a major impediment to healthy digestion. Incorporating stress-reducing activities like meditation, deep breathing exercises, gentle yoga, or spending time in nature for even 10-15 minutes daily can be highly beneficial, remembering that the body needs to be in a relaxed rest and digest state to properly produce digestive enzymes and stomach acid. Adequate hydration throughout the day, primarily between meals, helps maintain digestive tract movement and prevents constipation. Regular physical activity, even moderate exercise like a daily walk, can stimulate gut motility and reduce stress, both of which are beneficial for digestion and energy. Finally, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night is essential, as sleep is crucial for the body's repair and regeneration, including the gut lining, and poor sleep can exacerbate inflammation and fatigue. Certain supplements and vitamins can directly address low stomach acid and nutrient deficiencies, but it is critical to discuss these with your doctor before starting, especially if you have ulcers, gastritis, or are on medications. Betaine HCl, often combined with pepsin, directly provides hydrochloric acid and an enzyme to break down protein, helping the stomach achieve proper acidity for digestion and nutrient absorption. It can significantly reduce symptoms like bloating, gas, belching, and even heartburn, if caused by low acid, while improving the absorption of iron, B12, calcium, and protein. A typical approach is to start with one capsule, e.g. 500-650 milligrams, with the first bite of a protein-containing meal, gradually increasing the dose by one capsule per meal until a mild warmth, not burning, is felt in the stomach, then reducing by one capsule to find the effective dose. Betaine HCl should never be taken on an empty stomach, or if you have a history of ulcers, gastritis, or are taking NSAIDs or prescription acid-reducing medications, stop immediately if burning or pain occurs. Broad-spectrum digestive enzymes, which contain enzymes to break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, can be helpful if the body isn't producing enough of its own enzymes, a common issue with age or low stomach acid. These supplements reduce bloating, gas, and indigestion, and improve overall nutrient absorption, typically taken as 1 to 2 capsules with meals. Multi-strain probiotics, beneficial bacteria that restore gut microbiome balance, are particularly helpful if SIBO is not present or has been treated. They improve digestion, reduce bloating, support the immune system, and can boost energy by enhancing nutrient absorption. A common dosage is 10 to 50 billion CFUs daily, often taken away from meals. However, in some individuals with SIBO, probiotics can temporarily worsen symptoms, so it is important to consult a doctor before starting, and to begin with a low dose. Prebiotics, special fibers like FOS, inulin, and GOS act as food for beneficial gut bacteria, helping them grow and thrive, thereby supporting a healthy and diverse gut microbiome. Start with a very low dose, e.g. 1 to 2 grams per day, and gradually increase, as they can cause gas if introduced too quickly, especially for those with SIBO or sensitive guts. L-glutamine, an amino acid, is crucial for the health and repair of the gut lining, acting as a building material to keep the gut wall strong. It helps repair leaky gut, reduces gut inflammation, and supports intestinal barrier integrity, typically taken as 5 to 10 grams per day, often divided into multiple doses. Zinc, a mineral essential for many bodily functions, including stomach acid production and maintaining gut lining integrity, supports healthy digestion, boosts immune function, and contributes to overall gut health. A common dosage is 15 to 30 milligrams daily, e.g. zinc picolinate or citrate forms, taken with food to avoid nausea, but high doses can interfere with copper absorption over time. If blood tests confirm a vitamin B12 deficiency, often due to malabsorption from low stomach acid, direct supplementation is necessary. This directly addresses the deficiency, significantly boosting energy, improving nerve function, and reducing fatigue and brain fog. For malabsorption, higher doses like 1,000, 2,000 mcg daily are often recommended, with sublingual tablets, lozenges, injections, or nasal sprays preferred, as they bypass the stomach's need for acid and intrinsic factor. Finally, if blood tests confirm iron deficiency anemia, iron supplementation is needed to restore healthy levels, improving energy, reducing fatigue, and supporting oxygen transport. Dosage varies, typically 25 to 65 milligrams of elemental iron daily, with forms like ferrous bisglycinate often better tolerated. Iron supplements can cause constipation and stomach upset, and should only be taken under medical supervision after a confirmed deficiency, as too much iron can be harmful. While many gut issues can be managed with lifestyle and dietary changes, it is important to recognize when to seek professional medical help. If your tiredness, bloating, or other digestive issues persist or worsen, despite trying dietary and lifestyle modifications, medical advice is warranted. Severe pain or discomfort, such as sharp abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, or severe cramping, should always be evaluated by a doctor. Unexplained weight loss, meaning losing weight without trying, can be a sign of a more serious underlying health issue. Any presence of blood in the stool or vomit, whether bright red or dark and tarry, constitutes a medical emergency and requires immediate attention. Furthermore, if you develop any new symptoms that are unusual or cause you concern, always consult your doctor. In conclusion, feeling tired and bloated is not an unavoidable aspect of getting older. While common, these symptoms often indicate an underlying issue in your gut, with low stomach acid or hypochlorhydria being a primary yet frequently overlooked culprit for many seniors. Your gut plays an indispensable role in breaking down food, absorbing vital nutrients, and protecting your body from harmful invaders. When stomach acid levels are low, this entire intricate process can go awry, leading to nutrient deficiencies that cause profound fatigue and undigested food that fuels bacterial overgrowth and uncomfortable bloating. The good news is that you possess the ability to take proactive steps to significantly improve your gut health and, in turn, boost your energy levels and reduce digestive discomfort. By focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, adopting mindful eating habits, effectively managing stress, and, when appropriate, utilizing targeted supplements under medical guidance, you can make a tangible difference in your quality of life. It is important to listen to your body, pay close attention to its signals, and remember that you do not have to passively accept feeling tired and bloated. By actively collaborating with your healthcare team, you can uncover the hidden reasons behind your symptoms and embark on a path toward better digestion, renewed energy, and a more comfortable, vibrant life.